Ain't no stopping Big bad boy. Ain't no stopping Big Pooh got your back. Niggas wanna flex, who got the gap? It ain't hard to tell I'm the East Coast overdoser. Nigga, you're scared, you're supposed to. Nigga, I toast you. Put fear in your heart. Fuck up the party before it even start. Is he drunk? Over Henny and Skunk? Or some brand Nubian shit beating down punk? Bitches in the back looking righteous in a tight dress. I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Blunts in rotation. My man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and we're smoking, drinking. Got the hooker thinking if money smell bad, then this nigga Big is stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating out my palm. She grabbed my arm and said, let's leave calm. I'm hitting skins again. Rolled up another blunt for the Heineken. Niggas thought the loc out, a kid got choked out, blows was thrown, and a fucking fight broke out.
All right, we're back. Yeah, that was Biggie Smalls and AC/DC's Back in Black. You're only going to hear that on the radio side of the house at U.S. Army WTF Moments, or I'm sorry, WTFHradio.com. You will not hear it on here because the Facebooks will not allow us to put that type of stuff on there without somebody getting butthurt. So, on that
copyright infringement.
Something about some legalities of illegalities to make sure that we are legal to put something legal on there. So, you gotcha. Okay. So on that note, well, guys, we're starting part two, second segment of the show. Right now we have Aaron Ojard from the Veterans Golf Association here, and he's going to be talking about how the VGA is dedicated to enriching the lives of veterans and their families through the camaraderie and sportsmanship of golf. Welcome to the show, Aaron.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
So right now you're broadcasting it live on Facebook Live on U.S. Army WTF Moments, the official, unofficial parody page and news page of the U.S. Army, to give you, of course, all the latest and greatest news that's out there.
Absolutely.
So
you guys do some pretty awesome stuff on the on Facebook, So I really appreciate you having me on here. You got a great group of people that check in with you. So.
Well, actually, we've actually had personnel that have actually participated in your events. But we just don't say it. You know what I mean? We have to maintain a little bit of anonymity because, when you get to this portion of status, you know what it's like to be, famous like you guys. I mean, you get people trying to find out who you are, and, we want to ensure that our brand is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I have a hard time walking down the streets without people, hailing me and, saying, "Hey, aren't you Aaron?" It's tough life. Tough life. I couldn't get around the golf show in my local golf show a couple weeks back. I had people stopping me left and right. So,
well, you're not being mean either. You got stuff to do, and you don't want to be mean to the fans. You don't want to be, you know what I mean? You don't want to, hey guy, I'm kind of busy right now. You know what I mean? You don't.
Well, there's one guy that was really bothering me, but Gray Cloud.
Gray
I
Cloud
would not bother you that much.
Gray Cloud.
No.
Now, Gray Cloud is our, he's the one that actually got me into golf and myself just by talking about it. And then I participated in my first time ever, played golf first time. And I was part of it was a best ball game. And it was at one of your events. And I think I got best ball team or something like that. But anyways, this was my first time ever golfing. And it was awesome. I had a blast.
Where else can you go out, play golf, but you can drink and drive and not get a DUI?
Now, somebody even said, yeah, Ice, you want to go do this golf thing? You want to go? I'm like, whatever, man. I ain't doing that crap. Only old people and, and they're like, oh, well, Ice, you are getting up in there in age and you're getting to the rank now where, that's one of those things where when you're a senior NCO or senior officer or mid-grade officer, that's kind of the thing to do. Not realizing that it is a networking / drinking / nacho eating, hot dog eating habit. I had a blast. I'm like, no wonder you guys always wake up early in the morning to go and drink. This is awesome. I mean, the whole sport of it is not to go drinking, but just the like you said, like you were saying before, the camaraderie of it, just hanging out with the guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us,
Like Bloody Mary.
yeah, exactly. So tell us about the VGA. I mean, what role do you have, and then give us some mission statements, give us some because I know like one of my favorite commanders, General Swanwick, is in there too. So he's a supporter as well.
Yeah. He's a big supporter. So, 2014. This is going way back here. 2014. I was being featured in Sports Illustrated. I won a contest for who would your dream foursome be, and the day before the actual magazine article golf round and everything took place, got a hold of a buddy of mine that was 82nd Airborne Company commander and said, hey, meet me for a practice round at Pinehurst. And so Josh Payton came out. We got a round in, had a great time. And after I left Pinehurst from the magazine article, round of golf and whatnot, driving back home, it's about a 6-hour drive, and me and Josh were on the phone together for about 4 hours of it, just having ideas about, golf and camaraderie and what can we do to make something available, something that's accessible to any veteran, and opening it up, because there's small niches out there, the retired military golf classic, the retired officer golf classic. There's a lot of different wounded veteran organizations out there that are the post 9/11 or combat wounded veteran golf organizations. And we thought, there's got to be something that's all inclusive that isn't taken away from any of these other organizations, but that is, has a way for, anybody that has, stood at attention and raised that right hand and said, I do swear to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to be able to play golf together and compete. We talked about how, post-traumatic stress and the mental illnesses that are out there, that 22 of our, brothers and sisters are committing suicide every day. And, something I share openly is the game of golf actually kept me from going down that path. I deployed in 2009, injured and PTSD. I was a trauma nurse. It was got into a dark place in my life, and getting out competing and making other people buy me hot dogs because I beat them on a golf course gave me motivation to get more hot dogs.
Well,
and
hang on, there's a beer aspect of it. Go on, continue.
Yep, yeah. So we 2014 we started talking about it, and 2015 was our inaugural season. We held 8 tournaments across the U.S. with a national championship in Pinehurst. We went from 2015 with 9 tournaments total to 2016 we had over 125 tournaments across the U.S. It's open to anybody, for veterans and their family members. We actually have a family member division, so we can, bring the whole family out golfing. There's not a lot of opportunities for families to get out to spend, 4 hours of time together where they can't get away from each other. So you're either out there having a good time, or you're arguing and having a good time, getting that competitive fire going between, family members, between friends. So it's really growing. Yeah.
Your supporters. I was just going through your dossier. You got Lieutenant General. You got a couple of generals. You got James Dietz. You got Nicole Castrali. You got Jeff Flagg, Senator Burr, Senator Graham, Butch Harmon. You're not. You got some serious sponsors in here. Now, and I've also seen on some of your video products as well that you've seen them play on and supported your tournaments. What do they say about? I mean, because since it was established in 2014, I really didn't think that this was around that long. I thought it would be, because everybody knows that, golf has kind of been around for a while, and you always see the soldiers picking up trash around the golf course, and you see the guys out there. No, what I'm saying, but you see the guys out there, hitting the links out there, and you're thinking, wow, I wonder. I've always wondered that. There's always an all-Army team, but I've never thought of a Veteran Golfers Association that would be so young. Did it seem like it was going to be a daunting task to get it established? I mean, did it seem like it was going to be one of those, okay, now that we got this going, holy crap, this is starting to get out of control. This is starting to get a little bit too big. Now we're going to need some help. How are like the senators and the retired generals and the active guys? What was their reaction to it once you pitched it to them, I guess?
So, through multiple people's, 20-year careers, me and Josh both did 20 plus. Another board member, Joe Cayley, former Tower of Power guy, Army SF. We just kind of pooled our resources of, what this dream would look like, and started talking to some people that we knew. Me being a Navy Nurse Corps officer, and Josh 82nd Airborne, Ranger, Joe being, SF, beret type, runner gunner guy. And, just kind of talking to some of these people that we know, and asking if they'd like to or be willing to help out with getting something like this going. And they wholeheartedly just jumped at the chance to do this. General Mike Farrader, he was boots on ground during Mogadishu, Black Hawk Down. My buddy Josh served with his son, and so these connections were made, and they saw what our vision was, and they said, absolutely, this is something that we absolutely need. So it's been really neat to see, who's willing to come aboard to help other veterans. It's not helping me and Josh and Joe and, our regional directors and state directors. It's, we're all working together to help other veterans to have the opportunity to be, treated like a PGA professional on the golf course.
I was just about to ask you, what do you use as your, I guess you would say, as your Bible for the way the game is being played as far as scoring? Do you follow the PGA guidelines? So
yeah, we follow the USGA rules of golf. We try to run our tournaments as close to PGA caliber rules officiating. If you ever sit down and you watch, any of the golf tournaments, the Masters, the U.S. Open, the Honda Classic, and see, okay, well, these professional golfers are playing, and, they're calling these penalties on themselves, or, how they're playing the game, for average everyday golfers, to be able to play by the same rules. Once you get into the game of golf, it's actually one of the few sports that, you can play the same equipment by the same rules as the guys that are on TV.
Yep.
You're not going to be playing baseball at, Fenway. You're not going to get together with a group of guys, throw on the pads and go play at, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota, which would be awesome. By the way, I'll make the announcement here right now. Minnesota Vikings, Super Bowl champions next year. But golf is a game that you can go and buy. The same gear, as
all right, Aaron.
pros.
All right, Aaron. Hang on. I thought you were going to say like the Minnesota Vikings were going to like help you guys out or be some part of sponsorship. But you threw the and they're going to be Super Bowl champions next year. Anyways,
Well, yeah.
and you're still deadpan about it. Okay, I feel like an ass now. I'll shut up. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, I'm not being deadpan. I'm being serious. I just
That's what I'm saying. You're being like,
sometimes this is how my brain works. Okay.
shut up, Ice. You just they're going to win. Anyways, we're going to have another event.
So
I'm sorry.
I
go
mean,
ahead.
you can go and tee it up at Torrey Pines, where they've had multiple U.S. Opens and in a golf tournament there every year. You can go down and play Pinehurst Number 2, which is one of the most historic and prestigious golf courses in America. You're gonna have to swipe a couple of different credit cards to play there, but you can go play there. And play where Payne Stewart won the 1999 U.S. Open.
I was about to say, yep.
So, it's I don't know of another sport where you can do that. So for us to be able to say to some veterans, hey, get out of the house, dust off the golf clubs. If you don't have golf clubs, get a hold of some other veterans. I'm sure there's people that have extra sets. Get out, let's play some golf together. And ultimately, ultimate goal for the season is getting to the national championship, which is, other than travel, is all expense paid. And it's down at Biloxi, Mississippi. MGM Hotel at the Beau Rivage
Oh, wow.
is where we stay. We play at Fallen Oaks, which is a top 30 courses you can play in America. They have a Champions Tour event there. Absolutely amazing golf course, amazing staff. So that's the season goal, but the lifelong goal is, being able to get out and play year after year and see the guys, meet new friends, see old friends, and just have a really, really good time out on the golf course.
Now, I was checking out your battlefield map of the regions that you got. Can you go into the regions? I mean, do you have like a grand tournament at the end of all the small tournaments, or are these only region specific? Like Region 1, the champion from Region 1 is going to play the champion from Region 2. Do you guys have something like that where it's almost like a Masters type event?
Okay. Well, let me break it down like this. So our season starts at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to talk about the North region, okay?
Gotcha.
So the North region season kicks off the end of this month, and every state has around 4 to 5. Some of them have 6 or 7 golf tournaments throughout the season. All right, you play a certain number of tournaments during the season, and you qualify to go into the season playoffs. Now, at the season playoffs, we go to our sub-regionals, which we have 3 of them in the North region. Mohegan Sun, Connecticut, Yasna Polana, New Jersey. It's a TPC course. And then Bully Rock in Maryland. Now, the top golfers from those tournaments for each flight go to the super regional qualifier at Golf Galloway in New Jersey, which is where they actually have ladies tournament there every year. Phenomenal golf course. The top 20 golfers from that super regional qualifier go to the national championship.
Gotcha.
So it gives you an opportunity to play multiple events through the season. You meet some friends, you meet some people, and then you go into the playoffs. You're competing the whole time. And then the ultimate goal, you go to the national championship. There's a huge prize package for each golfer that goes to the national championship. You get a golf bag with your name on it, big old red, white, and blue America golf bag. Bunch of golf clothes, and just a really, really great time.
Now, somebody just sent me. Is this do you get paid to do this? I mean, what is your, if you win a tournament, is there a prize? Is there a payout to this? There's a benefit to it aside from being a member? Do you have large corporate members providing you guys
No. Have you ever seen flocks of bitches at golfing events?
No, Doc, I'm asking if you get a prize. Like when you play a tournament and you win the tournament, is there like a
Yeah,
the
like
prize?
satisfaction.
I'm asking.
want.
I'm asking Aaron. I'm not asking you, Doc. You're not a member of the VGA.
Sorry, bro. I'm fucking a member of this fucking.
Anyways, so do you win a prize, Aaron?
I'm
Is there
fucking
like,
gold member, bitch. Gold member.
Doc?
I'm
You've had coffee, bro. You've had coffee. Sorry about that, Aaron. So now, do you
Coffee.
No worries.
Woo.
So the previous seasons, the regular tournaments we did not have any prizes. As a new organization, we haven't had, really the ability to provide individual tournament winnings. This year though, we actually are going to have for each flight winner at all tournaments. There's medallions that we've got that are going to be awarded at each individual tournaments. We're working on some tournaments trophies for the regional and sub-regionals. And then at the national championship, yeah, we have actually have a pretty sweet looking trophy that we fondly call Sergeant Flores. He's the VGA emblem in a 3D version. Military man, all rucked out, pack, helmet on, and he's sticking a golf flag in the ground. So he's we award him to the flight winners at the national championship.
and the distinct red jacket, is that what you win when you also get to wear the jacket like a Masters?
So the VGA national champion for the male and female, it only comes from the veteran side of the house. Family members cannot qualify for the red jacket. So veteran, the winner gets a veteran, the VGA jacket. It's the red blazer. It's actually identical jacket. Same company that makes our jackets makes the green jackets for Augusta National.
Nice.
And the Cleveland Indians Hall of Fame jacket is the actual same color, same jacket that we get made for us. And the winners, it's a custom tailored jacket that they get. So,
Wow.
which looks pretty sweet, when you want to go out dancing.
Yeah, of course. You want to cut a rug and get the chicks. I mean, that's
Big time draws the attention.
Exactly.
Can you get a special made out of poncho liner material?
No, man, this is God. So the one time that you want to be hyper is you do it right now. So the individual membership benefits. We popped a link up on the Facebook Live. On the Facebook Live and on the Facebook page on our broadcast right now, and it's actually pretty cheap. $40 for a VGA member,
Yep.
open to all veterans, active duty, retired, disabled, and discharged, and their family members and siblings and dependents 18 and above.
Yep.
That's wow, that's a deal.
So yeah, the annual membership, it's $40 for an annual membership. Comes with the ability to play in our tournaments, and comes with some other side benefits as well. You get a legitimate golf handicap through that membership, which typically is about a $30 to $35 a year fee to get an actual handicap. But our tournaments, to register for any of our tournaments, you go to our website. Once you're a member, and it's a $10 registration fee, and then you show up at the course. You pay your greens fees, and we've done a lot of working with the golf courses that we've partnered with, and I don't know of any of the golf courses that are charging full price for our tournaments. We're getting extremely reduced rates for the tournaments, and being able to play some phenomenal golf courses.
You had me at Pinehurst.
So real quick,
Yeah, I was about to say. Go ahead, Greg.
want to capitalize on the phenomenal courses. Last year, I participated in seven tournaments in my region, and I played in 3 out of the 4 regionals. All the regionals were at immaculate courses. The bucket list item was, though, I got to play at Chambers Bay in Washington, where they hosted the 2015 U.S. Open. How many other people can say they've actually gone out there to play that 2 rounds back to back? The VGA gives you great opportunities to, like Aaron was saying, to meet new guys, meet guys that enjoy playing the game, and play on some courses that you might not get to play on as a regular individual.
I was about to say, I couldn't even imagine some of the courses that you would play. You'd have that one. Now, is there an international? Are there plans to do an international VGA tour as well, or it's just right now it's starting out small?
So yeah, we're starting off concentrating on the states. All 50 states. We're trying to go into the U.S. territories and the Pacific Islands. I do have one of our regional directors actually has a group that would love to start a chapter over in Germany. We don't have the ability to support that right now, but that is something that we are pursuing. Yeah, we do ultimately want to bring this internationally.
I think that would be awesome to see it go almost global. You know what I mean? To where it's almost like a specific command. So like you have your European command chapter or a AFRICOM chapter or a, obviously you're not gonna be playing in Africa, but
you could
actually you could play in South Africa.
You could play
you could play in Kenya. Extreme golf.
Sports.
Yeah. Extreme golf.
With, AIDS.
Anyways. God. Hey, Gray Cloud, and you were worried about me with the guest, and I'm the one that's blushing and shaking my head. But anyways,
he doesn't blush. He's just fucking just saying that.
I have nothing to add to this conversation at all.
Dude, I'm telling you, you should try it. I'm gonna tell you right now. My buddies were like, "Come on, man, you can do it, Ice. It's no big deal." I'm like, "Nah, screw that. I'm not gonna play. Freaking old people play that crap. No, you'll be good. You'll be good. You'll have a good time."
You're old. You'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be good. You're old. And actually, no, I was playing with the young kids. Actually, there was kids that were guys in their 30s and their upper 20s that were like, "Come on, let's do it, Ice. Come on, you can do it." I'm like, "Okay, cool, whatever. Let's try it." I guess. Well, come on. There's beer. What do you mean there's beer? Every time we go and play, if there's a senior ranking guy on there, there's one guy that likes to play, and if you get on his team, and you just keep making the shots and you do good, he'll just keep giving you beer. He always travels with a black bag with beer in it. And I'm thinking, okay, but he's got a golf bag. No. He brings another bag. You'll see the bag. And so I see the bag. I'm like, okay, there's no way this guy's going to be on my team. Whatever. So pretty sure as everything. Once we started doing the lineup and I get on his team, he looked at me. He's like, all right, for Sarnice, check this out. If you the closest to the cup, then you get the beer. That was like his own little side bet when you play in best ball with him. So whoever on the team got closest to the cup, then he would give the beer to that person. I don't want to say that beer made me better, but it made me relax a little bit more, and I was able to. I mean, they were showing me, they were showing me how to play the game. I just couldn't believe how much fun I had. I was like, dude, this is awesome. But I couldn't even imagine being able to do this overseas if you were to be able to do one, because I know. In Germany, there are some golf courses on some posts that wouldn't mind the attention to get something like that to their venue to attract the use of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know in Wiesbaden, Germany, it was hard to get something set up because there was nobody, there was nothing, no club, no clubhouse, nothing to be able to get anything set up to have the attention onto the course because it wasn't being used.
In Korea, it was similar too. It was hard to get anything lined up because all the fucking local national buddies were all over the fucking golf courses.
Well, in Japan, it's actually cheaper to fly from Japan to Guam for the day, play a round of golf, and fly back to Japan than it is to play around the golf on the island of Japan.
Really?
I can vouch for that.
That's interesting.
It's
Well,
expensive
it
to
makes-
golf off post.
I can definitely see that.
So
But
yeah,
so speaking
you
from
know.
experience, the base I was on was flooded with nationals, and they always had tournaments going. So I would see it being easy to get one going in Japan, based on what I know of the head pro at the time.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
Far East, like golf is huge.
Well, the other thing we're trying to actually start a chapter in Kabul. They got the only golf course in Afghanistan there.
Dude, I got like immediately so many jokes that I'm literally like tripping over myself.
You're trying to
choose one.
keep your triggered jokes down when it comes to Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Um,
I love Afghanistan.
it was funny right before the show, about a couple days ago, before I found out that you were going to be a guest on here. There was a golfer who was actually it was a lieutenant colonel who was shot down over Vietnam, and the movie and the book called Bat 21, and Gene Hackman. It was kind of odd that you start talking about how he was discussing his E&E route, and he was using all the golf courses of all the installations to describe his plan of his route of movement throughout the battlefield. And as soon as they start talking about all this other stuff, that's when I got notified by the admin section and the producer that, hey, you're gonna have the VGA on, and I'm like, oh wow, cool. It's kind of interesting that the golf thing, and also, okay, I'm gonna ask you a real quick question. Does Gray Cloud suck? Is he a good golfer? I mean, because I want to play against him, and I don't want to, is he okay? Is he?
He's good, dude. Bring
Really?
your handicaps.
Really?
Thanks,
So
Doc. I appreciate that.
I will tell you that if you're gonna bet against Gray Cloud, get strokes from him. Now, Doc, not the kind of strokes you give. All right.
Nice,
You're gonna need to get probably a couple aside from him. He's a stick, and when his game is on, he can really play some golf.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
he's not quite at my caliber yet, but
I love it.
We're working on it.
I love
Work
it.
in progress.
That was about to say. Oh man. So you said you've served. You didn't really go back in your background. What you said you served 20 over 20, and you were a Navy
20 years,
corpsman.
2 months, 2 days in the Navy,
In the
but
Navy.
who's counting the extra credit, right?
Yeah, I was about to say. And what were your deployments? I guess because Navy. When Navy says deployment, that means when you're underway. No, I'm serious. I'm just saying that's what the Navy called deployments. When they deploy, they're deploying their fleet and they're underway for a period of time. What was your focus? Were you Pacific? Were you in the Arabian Sea? What was your I guess you'd say where you were mostly based out of?
Well, so I did 12 years enlisted. I was a mechanic, and so I deployed on aircraft carrier. Did a world cruise. Went to recruiting duty. Did nursing school, and then I was actually stationed in D.C. at the old Bethesda Naval Hospital. And 2009, I found out that the Army wrote a bunch of checks that they didn't have the bodies to cash for critical care nurses. So I actually filled an Army billet in Afghanistan. I got sent to Kandahar, and I was there for 7 months filling an Army billet. So get this. This is what I like to share. I was a Navy nurse filling an Army billet, working at a hospital commanded by the Canadians under a Dutch general. Nobody knew we were there. It was beautiful.
My kind of gangbang.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was, yeah. I worked more days in my,
Worked more days golfing than you did where you were at.
I look at, I worked my, no, I wish I was golfing. I did bring my golf clubs over there with me. And I actually did get 27 holes in while I was over there at down in Doha. But no, it was brutal time. If you remember the tempo of work back then, it was 7 months of pretty much, once fighting started, it was
Yeah, it was a grind. It was a grind.
it was intense.
Yep.
It was
So
like a toiga.
yeah, well, and I was there when that piece of crap trader Bergdahl went and decided to go scavenging across the country, and I was patching up a lot of guys that were out, getting hurt after trying to search for that piece of garbage. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
don't hold back, Aaron. Don't hold back. You can say whatever you want. You don't have to hold back.
Yeah.
So explain. You have some. Also have some programs within the VGA. What is Tuesday for the Troops? What is that?
Tuesday for the Troops is a military awareness and appreciation day that we're setting up and actually getting kicked off, and working on getting acknowledgement from Augusta National and the Masters Golf Tournament, and recognition from them. We do a fundraiser golf tournament at Jones Creek Golf Club the Tuesday during the week of the Masters. It's in Augusta, Georgia. It's a big fundraiser for us. We bring all of our flight winners from the national championship gets an automatic invite to the tournament. So this year we've got 15 of our flight winners coming down. Get a pass for the into Augusta, and then we do a big golf tournament. Get a bunch of special guests that we get out and play golf with. Last year we had a group of the NFL Hall of Famers in, Plaxico Burress. My big highlight from that was I actually got to play alongside of Randall McDaniel, Hall of Famer from the Vikings.
Was that another Vikings plug, or this was just you were like legitly? Are you just saying because he's a Vikings guy?
Just because he was a Vikings guy, but yes, it was because he was a Viking as well.
Both.
So this event's going to kick off on the 2nd through the 5th of 2017 in Augusta, Georgia. It says there's going to be some a Masters Monday practice round tickets being available, and there's also going to be a Tuesday round at Jones Creek Golf Club. So,
Yep.
how can you purchase a foursome? I mean, what's the what is
Let me tell you.
It is not a dog. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that kind of Augusta. We're talking about the golf part of Augusta.
That type of foursome.
Yeah. So, anyways, God, dude. Great Cloud, hit him in the back of the head. So you have what? So what is this? Is this those guys? They arrive, they hang out, and then they practice round and all that. So who comes to your guys' dinners? I notice you guys have a little layout when you're having your pre-tournament or your your private dinners. Is that a dinner with specific guests, just like you were saying, some Hall of Famers, some golf legends, some veteran supporters as well?
Yeah, so we've partnered up last couple of years with the Azalea House, which is what they do is they're a hospitality house. They're right across the street, pretty much from Augusta National. We have food and drinks there, hang out, tell stories. Some people tell sea stories, starting off, what a sea story is, right?
Yeah, it was
like a war story.
It's like a war. Yep, it's like a war story that is possibly or cannot be plausibly true, but it happened.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a fairy tale,
though.
except fairy tale, is once upon a time, and a Navy sea story is, well, this is a no shitter.
No shit, there it was, knee deep in the fields of Vietnam.
Exactly.
Yep. There you have it.
Knee deep in AIDS.
Oh God.
No condoms for miles.
We're not talking about your last R&R, Doc.
Oh, hey, man, you don't need condoms. Just don't be a lazy prick and fucking get up after you're done. Wash your fucking junk with lukewarm water so that your pores don't open up. Use soap. And you'd be good to go.
Holy shit, we just cured AIDS. Thanks,
I was
Doc.
about to say thanks, Doc.
Doc.
Yeah.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
And then you guys are going to have your Fallen Oak VGA Championship in October. You guys got a lot of the. You said you had. Do you have like the Golf Channel too? Do you have the? I mean, you got Sports Illustrated. You have the magazine stuff, but do you have any TV or anybody filming the stuff, recording some of the stuff, getting some vids?
Yeah,
out?
we're actually the male and female champion the last couple of years, and some other members have actually been down to Orlando, Florida, and been on the Golf Channel for an interview. We've had members interviewed during the PGA show last year and this year. We've had a few members interviewed by local and national news. So yeah, we're getting quite a bit of TV coverage. We've been trying to work a deal to get the national championship actually videoed so it could be televised. It's still probably a couple years off, but it is something that's in the works. And when the right connections are made with some media outlets, we're going to be pursuing having our national championship televised. So
where is where how do they look at this the VGA so far, the Golf Channel and Sports Illustrated? Are they pretty receptive? Is it one of those, wow, we didn't know that this didn't exist and it's great that it exists? What's their reaction to it?
Shock that on a couple of levels. Shock that it didn't exist, and shock that in the short time that we've been operating and working, that we have grown as much as we have. People look at the organization, the number of members, we're nearing 2,000 members right now, and, that number is growing more and more. So the growth, the awareness, the first 2 years going down to the PGA show, it was raising awareness. Hey, we exist, we're the VGA. And this last year, it was kind of, it was really cool walking around and people coming up to me going, hey, you're with the VGA, right? And so people know that we're out there. So the awareness is growing, but yeah, working with the Golf Channel, they were kind of shocked that this wasn't out there already. People think about, some of the other big organizations out there, different nonprofits that, are using golf, Folds of Honor, phenomenal organization, Salute Military Golf Association, Fairways for Warriors. I mean, there's a bunch of them that are out there.
Yeah, I'm noticing on your website that you guys are starting to pick a lot of them up, and they're starting to kind of get on the VGA's. I don't want to say bandwagon, but they're getting on board with what you guys are trying to accomplish.
We're not trying to step on anybody's toes. We're not delving into other people's other nonprofits. We're not jumping into their arena. We're not using this organization as a fundraising tool for something else. We're validating the benefit of competitive stroke play golf.
Yep.
You
guys are exactly. You guys are a legit 501c3, right? A nonprofit.
That is correct.
And
what
was that? Go ahead.
I think it's good. I was just gonna add, man. Like, so this is like fuck aside. I went to business school after I got out, and golf is just. I know that you guys are, we're discussing competitive golf. It's not as it's not really the same thing as recreational golf. It's like competitive fishing or professional fishing and recreational fishing. It's not as, I don't know. It's just the feel of it is different. But the people in these like financial industry, they fucking golf like all their major events. They have like, I'd say like probably a quarter to a half of their like social events have some type of like golfing or revolve around golfing. And so I think it's great not only for veterans in general, like what you're saying with the nonprofit aspect and just with like directly giving back to the veteran community or being a resource to veterans, or like an outlet for dudes to go and do shit. Some dudes may be like good and they don't even know about it, but it's like something that's kind of hard to get into, I think, unless you either have like a foot in the door from work or you were like raised with it or family or something. And it may seem like boring from the beginning, but I think that it's something that once, because like you said, it's growing so fast that it's gonna end up. I would like to see how, like, in a few years, that this kind of like opens opportunities for dudes to rub shoulders with like some business type folks where they could get approached and maybe like have access to being introduced to like opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have. And I think it's cool also as like,
you bring up a good point.
Doc,
you bring up a good point, Doc, because in that one time that I played, I've met some individuals that were some pretty key players in organizations that just mere conversation, because they wanted that low key, on point, you're not, discussion. They'll ask you a question about the organization and they'll ask you something, and then the next thing you know, they take it to heart. Or they were like, wow, I didn't realize this was happening. And you do bring up a good point with that too. There could be some resources.
It could be your first interview that you didn't even know about.
Exactly. It could be something Yep.
But here's the thing too, man, is like from the business perspective, from the business side of the house, they want, like, businesses want to hire veterans, okay? Because they're incentivized in many ways, monetary and other, to hire veterans, okay? But the problem is that, if you're going to, like, I know that some people are going to get all fucking retarded about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. A lot of veterans are entitled fucking little bitch shitbags. And they give the rest of them, veterans, bad names. Like, you have a preceding reputation that you shit all over, and it ruins it for everybody else. So what I'm saying is this. These dudes, these like business dudes, they want to fucking like, hire veterans. And a lot of times, they'll say up front, like, we hire veterans, blah, 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 whatever. But the thing is that as a veteran, you're typically like a non-traditional hiree or potential candidate anyway. So you may not get like the recruiting process may kind of like weed you out as like not what they're looking for. But with this opportunity, you get to like streamline that, and you're talking to these dudes, and they can see like the qualities that they're looking for that are like the wanted veteran qualities. That's like, if they see that, they'll be very, very pleased, I think, because that's something that they run the risk of hiring somebody that's on paper a veteran that lacks those qualities. I think that risk is very substantial for them right now.
And you know what? That's when they're going to really see you, is when you're playing golf. Because I'll be honest with you, I've gotten pretty frustrated swinging that club, and your reaction, or especially if you've been drinking a couple beers, I'm pretty sure your eyes are opened up to somebody when you see them in that state. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. They want to know, like, they don't. anybody can prepare for an interview, and that's not going to be as accurate of a read as they could get on somebody who's just fucking like. That's why they have these like recruiting functions where they're like informal, quote unquote. But if you go in there acting like a fucking piece of shit, then that function didn't like served its purpose to weed out those who are. It's basically just like a form of mild retardation where you don't understand your fucking situational environment. Like, they may say, like,
no, you should just be quiet. Sometimes you just need to know
cool,
when to be quiet. And it's just one of those
Yeah.
things where you need to know to be quiet. Just be quiet and enjoy the game, enjoy the scenery, and don't talk.
See, I can't be quiet.
We
Like,
noticed
it's
that.
definitely,
We noticed
like,
that.
But I'd still make friends.
Of
I got
course.
awesome fuck stories. I don't care.
Oh
Either
man.
way,
Hey, Aaron,
But,
Aaron, we appreciate you coming on.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys having me on tonight.
And you're more than
dude,
welcome. Come on, and Great Cloud can give us some updates, and then let us know how's it going. And then if there's anything you want us to discuss, hey, the door's always open. Always want to discuss something.
Absolutely. Hey, really appreciate that.
I'm really glad you came on, dude. I think that this is like this is a very significant thing for people to be fucking aware of in the community.
Well, it's another tool that's out there to help reduce that 22 a day number.
Yep. Exactly.
So
exactly.
And the opportunities are out there. Like Doc said about getting out there on the golf course, playing some golf. Like you said, it's an informal, possible interview with your future employer or with someone that can really help you out, or you could use your skills to help out.
Yep.
The networking that's done on the golf course. Couple of statistics real quick. Over 35% of major business deals are done on a golf course.
Yep, exactly.
And over 78% of statistics are made up on the spot.
Yep.
I agree with that. Statistics would be the only field that I would get a PhD in.
Well, hey, Aaron, thanks for coming on. And then, like I said, give us a shout out the next time you have anything big going on or you want to announce something. And you guys and your staff are always welcome to come up on here.
I appreciate you that, and I will definitely be talking to you in the near future.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Aaron.
Alrighty, cheers.
Yep. Have a good one.
Later, dude.
All right.
See, I can behave.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Whoa, bro. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break because I've been.
Define behave.
Yeah. Define behave.
Well, define,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Whoa, bro. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break because I've been. I gotta take a piss and you're sitting there blabbing. So, I'll see y'all in a few shots.
Warning shots.
This is WTF Nation Radio.
I look around this room and I see nothing but untapped potential.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
You have potential. You have... Oh boy.
The bitches, they love visuals.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the
since birth, so I sold what it's worth. From London, Perth, Tokyo, Paris, caught in the abyss like my name was Ed Harris. Trying to build this palace, hearts full of malice. My soul's corrupt, about to erupt. Internal investigations got me facing 25 to life. I'm thinking kids and wife. They cut me up, rough me up, and sweat my connection. Now they got their soul under witness protection.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Oh, there was a lot of cause people took your numbers. Odds on the games and point spreads over unders. Went to private school, educated by nuns, but like a pagan lost his faith to the gods of the guns. A heist like the Rincy Ice ladies like rings for pocketbooks. Took their mix, thought they never see the click. Slapped on the wrist, his case was dismissed. You see money talk show, it pays if you're rich. Pops, grease the bulls, just to bribe the judge. Should've scared him straight, should've gave him tough love. But that's when they called him from the jury to the warden. Everybody had a price, but this time it can't afford a man.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
Where the gangsters go when they die.
They don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
It's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the future. But through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep your sense of humor. You gotta be able to smile through all this. Just keep your head up. Yeah.
Tried and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yo, come on, let's get later, y'all. Look, we on this back right now. We on this back right now.
Welcome back. So you scared Gray Cloud away, huh? Way to go, Doc.
Oh,
That's
anyways,
what I do.
yeah. Anyways, hey, welcome back to part 3, Sergeant Time. That was a interesting phone call. Pretty good. Doing some VGA stuff. Oh man. We can get some golf in here. What kind of golf? What kind of golf?
Hold on. I'm talking to a friend of mine. She just got a friend request from Sergeant Major of the Army Dan Daly. Stand by.
Oh well, stand by. This just in.
Oh my God! So did I. Sorry.
Oh, never happens to Ice.
Did you get a friend request too?
Yeah.
I totally just did.
Where was he from?
Did
Iraq?
you?
Totally did.
Let me.
Sergeant Major of the Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel
He listening
Daly.
to the show. He's probably listening to the show. He's like, "Fuck yeah, dude! That Doc Madness. He knows what the fuck
Was that
he's
really
talking
them?
about.
Yeah, of
About
course.
fucking shitbags.
Oh
And-
my God.
Oh, let me,
What proper leadership is."
Spanky, tell me what does his profile say when he click on it to accept or delete the friend request?
It just says Daniel Daly. I didn't like. Okay, let me get back to that accept thing.
Don't accept it.
Because,
Don't
I'm
accept
not
it.
gonna
Could be,
accept
it could be
it.
Nigerian
I'm
prince.
not gonna
Yeah.
accept it.
And he's gonna want
Because
to.
I'm pretty sure that guy is not wanting to be my friend.
He's gonna want to
Right.
bid you and shit.
I'm gonna laugh if it says the exact same thing as the one I'm looking at right now.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. It says, I'm a man creative who try to find my own, who works very hard to
that's
get what I
right.
want.
Oh, whatever.
the exact same one I'm looking at.
Hey, what's up, Jimmy? How you been, man? There's a guy named Nathan Pogue on Facebook Live.
Shit in a bag, Pogue.
Yeah, shit in a bag. So what's going on, Nathan? How you doing, man? Jimmy Long was the guy who ran across the field at the Army-Navy game. And
As
so,
the saying goes, you build 1,000 bridges.
but only a West Pointer could tear it down in an instant. What was that?
No, it's a fucking joke. You know what the fuck saying I'm talking about, god damn it.
Bro, man, you have drank so much coffee and have had. You need to cut the fucking dip out too, man. Just
why?
You were just like,
it's gonna fuck with my homeostasis.
Your Oh man. So yeah, it seems legit. I see it right there. Daniel Daly. That's him. That's the man.
That's the man.
He's a
Yeah,
sergeant major.
Look at the picture.
He's a sergeant
Those
major.
are,
Yep. Sergeant major of the Army of the Army at the U.S. Army. Study basic training and advanced individual training. Yep. At the medical readiness, at the medical simulation team. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Went to Palmerton High School. Lives in Palmerton, Pennsylvania. You know, not at the Pentagon.
Tory. That is it.
It's legit.
Yeah.
Totally legit.
Yep.
When am I ever going to be like famous enough to get spoofed on Facebook and like get fake friend requests sent out for me?
Oh, yo, God. Woo!
Stolen valor.
Stolen
valor.
Shit in the bag, bro. No, I get them all the time. As soon as people find out what my Facebook page is, you know, they're like, "Are you ICE?" No, I don't have Sergeant's Time as my cover photo. But no, what makes you think I'm ICE? Do tell.
Oh,
It's like, you retarded?
Oh man. So a lot of things going on in the news right now. Kind of tripping out at what's going on with everyone recusing themselves and not doing whatever.
What?
You didn't hear, man?
What are you talking about?
You didn't hear?
I'm not tracking.
Jeff Sessions just recused himself from the investigation of the Russians and the elections and blah blah blah. You didn't hear about that?
Oh my god. No.
Oh man.
These fucking attention whore politicians.
Well, that too, but I'm just saying, you for real didn't hear about that?
No, bro. I told you I don't like politics. I think all those motherfuckers should be goddamn taken out and beaten with pickaxe handles.
Well, we agree with that, but yeah, he recused himself from the inquiry about the Russians' involvement in the election. So
what side is he? Like, is he Hillary or Trump? Dude?
No, he was part of Trump Vader's freaking administration, but he's just recused himself from the investigation. He's still the Attorney General.
Oh, okay.
But he just can't take part of the investigation.
Yeah, he can't. So
well, that's good.
So it's kind of one of those things where really, I mean, okay.
Yeah, but that's kind of like he shouldn't be able to take part in the investigation if he's like
the Attorney General.
Part of it.
Yeah. Kind of fucked up. I mean, that's not what we would have said with the the other guy, the one Stedman. What's his name? Oprah's husband, girlfriend, whatever his name is. Oh,
Harambe.
Eric Holder. Was the same thing.
So, no, to me, the only thing that's kind of like surprising about that is that it had to be even fucking said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm saying that. Yeah, it was duh.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, kind of crazy. In military fumbles today, a French freaking police officer fucking had a negligent discharge with a sniper rifle.
Les oops.
Oh,
Les
nice.
oops. Oh, des choses sniper.
Fucking.
Who's the Inspector Clouseau?
Oh, yes.
Clearing
the
barrel
Blue
and
Panther?
chill.
Oh, it's a
Oh, bang!
we talked shit.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
The French fucking got some straight up, like, they're haters. They're fucking
they are
just as good as our haters.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. No, it's negligent discharge. Pretty much, the safety catch on the officer's rifle was reportedly off, and the shot was fired when he tripped while adjusting his position. The bullet pierced the marquee roof, hitting a waiter in the leg and a railway employee in the foot. Sur the foot. Oh.
Damn, bro. He set a world record on accident.
Exactly.
Had a bullet go through 6 people.
It was the longest recorded shot in history.
Exactly. Through a wall and everything.
It's just funny, man.
Discharge negligent. Negligent discharge. Oh.
That's more like some fucking Mr. Bean shit.
Yeah, exactly. and he ends up hitting a fucking an Al Qaeda guy about ready to blow up some fucking shit, and he ping 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 ping. The loud noise sounded like a gunshot and was heard in video footage of the president's speech. I hope that's nothing serious. And then looked at his left and says, I don't think so. So it was happening during the speech when the president was talking.
It happened during the French president's speech?
Yeah, he was talking, and he was going up, wah, 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 and his name was François Hollande, and then wah, wah, wah.
Oh, croissant, French fries, crepes.
You cannot believe that he fought his weapon. So yeah, that's a French folly.
He was on his way to watch Formula E.
Not to be confused with a French fry.
Yeah, freedom fry.
Yeah.
So,
whatever. I'm just fucking being retarded at this. I mean,
you're being retarded. You're being retarded at this point. I'm about to say, are you being retarded at this point? Yeah, shit in a bag, Pogue. Yeah. So, reading off the ticker, if you jump on U.S. Army WTF moments on the Facebook page. And also, you'll notice some marquee stories that are coming up there that looks like it's from a reputable news site. Well, actually, it is. Army WTF Moments has its own webpage.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
So some of the sites that you go on there, you can check it out. Do we actually have a running ticker? We actually have Army. We have Gannett.
Does your dick touch your ass?
Dude, Gannett News Agency looks at our joints and posts their fucking post stories from our shit. Come on, bro. We're legit, son.
Yeah, future
dude.
news.
Where do you think the Army Times gets their fucking stories?
Us. What do you think What do you think the Huffington Post and all this other shit, bruh?
HuffPost gets all their stories from me.
Yeah, exactly.
HuffPost is
I'm sorry. That's the Onion gets all their stories from me.
Fucking degeneracy.
Yeah, exactly.
The Onion gets all their stories from me.
No, actually, the Onion.
I've peeled a few onions.
Bro, the Onion's a little bit more reputable, I think, than some of the news agencies we got out there, anyways. So
this is a true story.
No, because it's like so this is funny that you mentioned that because I just saw an article. It was like it's from the Onion, right? Like somebody came up on my feed. It's like American Airlines will now be removing complimentary cabin pressurization. And it's like...
Complimentary? No, it's a necessity to fly.
Yes, I know. That's the whole point. That's why it's the Onion.
It's from the Onion, though.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But it's like... When you're saying, like, yeah, the fucking funny news, the satire shit is more, like, credible nowadays than the regular news. Because, like, you look at it, yeah, it's fucking funny and shit, but it's actually, like, addressing a valid fucking, like, situation, you know? And they're not going to be actually, like, you know, whatever. They're not going to be actually charging you to pressurize the fucking cabin, but it's the matter that they're like increasing like they're out of fucking control.
Yeah. A lot of the information that we're getting we have our own trending news ticker. We have a newsroom at U.S. Army WTF Moments, and we grab all our information, and you always see it at the press center. If you go to the press center on ArmyWTFMoments.com, we have a .com. So some of the stories.
I'm actually about to start I'm putting together a thing where I want to start writing there, man.
Yeah, dude, it's legit. As a matter of fact, Jose's opening up a cantina on there. We got Go Fuck Yourself. I'm a warrant officer. Different branches of the service.
Oh shit, man!
You check it out. All the bases we have.
No, I was gonna. Yeah, but now I have to fucking move some, punctuation around. Somebody else is using the word "fuck."
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the information that we plaster on the website to include. We also have Alpha Outpost. They are providing us some fresh gear to bust out, and Pi has the opportunity to open some of the stuff. Sometime in the future, you're going to see us opening up the stuff on the air, and then it could be a giveaway. Could end up being a prize on a show. So,
dude, I got an idea, bro.
What, man?
I want to fucking. I'll make a post on the Facebook page as well, but I'm fucking looking for suggestions for titling my fucking segment of the page. So if you guys fucking think of something, just message the page or just leave it in the comments or whatever. I'm fucking actually I'm a creative dude, but it's hard for me to fucking actually pick something. So, yeah, man. There you go. That was my idea.
We also
Look it up, motherfuckers. Help me. Help me help you.
We also go out through all the branches and throughout all the regions, and we'll do some. We'll pull some stories out that you usually get sent to us from the news desk, from our PAO office at U.S. Army WTF Moments, and then throw that on the page and a lot of the stuff is also given to us and say, hey, look, U.S. Army WTF Moments, are you guys aware of this? And then we'll grab some information like, no, here you go. Let's go ahead and get some information out to you. Kind of a little bit of reciprocal there. What do you know? Then, of course, Jose goes out and continues his work being the intrepid reporter that he is. So if you look at the banner that we always have, that's where we get some of our information from. You guys like, hey, Ice, where do you get the news from? Red Leg and Pie, and you got a ticker going on the bottom. It's got all these news. Well, we're getting them from the main page. We're getting them some information from the main page that we also get from other news agencies that actually are, believe it or not, they're more worried about politics. All the real stuff, like, fucking West Point cadets facing a court-martial for drugs.
National Concealed Carrier Reciprocity.
Yeah, that. We also got some fan-submitted stories that we get to throw out on there. And no shit, we verify them. Everybody understands that the main page has a no source reveal policy. We've been threatened.
As any credible fucking news organization should.
Yes, unlike some individuals that think we should expose all of our sources, then how could we be able to?
We'd go out of business.
We'd go out of business, man. We would, because
it's
some
of
the
the
truth.
Business in a heartbeat.
Yeah, the corruption that's out there sometimes is wow. So I have some fan submitted stories on there. Like right now, one of the hot ones that's going on is when the drunk NCO took over my convoy. Shit like that. They're pretty fucking funny. Some of these stories that we get is pretty badass. All throughout the regions, of course, throughout all the bases. One of the big things that's going on right now is that I guess currently the Al Qaeda, I didn't even know they were still in existence. Al Qaeda deputy leader was killed in a strike in Syria. And
yeah, I thought we butt-fucked them to death already.
Yeah, I thought we were kind of done. So news like that. Also, Trump's choice to be the NAVSEC withdrawals from his nomination.
Good fuck him.
Yeah. Another one is we got going on is right now, dude, this is unreal. I guess the Air Force removes posters from Langley Air Force Base due to its sexism comments. They said it was sexist. So, that's because, well, it's a picture of, and if you go to ArmyWTFMoments.com, you'll check it out, and you'll be able to see the several posters that have been on display for at least 6 years removed from a wall at Langley Air Force Base after the National Organization for Women and the Military Religious Freedom Foundation complained that they were sexist, according to the Air Force. The foundation first filed a complaint itself about 2 of the posters on behalf of 16 clients, including Air Force enlisted personnel, officers, and civilian, because it focused on language from a 1955 manual that repeatedly referenced faith. Men cannot live without faith except for brief moments of anarchy or despair, one poster read. Faith leads to conviction, and conviction leads to action. Only the man of deep convictions and a man of deep faith, whom will make sacrifices needed to save his manhood. It's obvious that our enemy will attack us at our weakest spot. In the whole of our armor is the lack of faith. We need to revive a fighting faith which we live, and that's almost we willing even to die. The Air Force dismissed that the complaint doesn't display or endorse and disapprove of or extend a preferential treatment to any faith or belief or absence of a belief, the Air Combat Command said. So...
What part of that was sexist? Was it just the fact that it referred to a man and not all 36 genders?
It's probably...
It's common to say man when referring to mankind.
Manhood, mankind, presence of man type shit. You know what I mean?
Is that legitimately what their complaint was?
Oh, I have no idea, bro. No idea.
Because that's the only thing even remotely sexist. The
sexist way to talk about these bitches.
Yeah. The bitches.
They love visuals. They love visuals. That's what it is. But the thing is that now everything that we get told about, there's sometimes you just have no, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? There's no reason for you to bitch about something that you don't have to bitch about. Everybody's now going to bitch about anything to say, oh, well, it's because it's religious or it's based on a faith.
That's not why. It's because they want to bitch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you say something, hey, do you have faith in your equipment? Is that religious based? When you say that?
I pray to my 50 cal.
There you go. You know, blessed to be Marshall Mathers when we talk about women problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
72 genders if you're feeling squirrely. That actually makes sense.
That's the same amount of virgins that they got for fucking suicide bombers.
One for every gender. There you go, Habib.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well,
so Spanky, do you think
they're in pieces?
Exactly.
They can identify as all genders.
So Spanky,
yeah, fuck you, suicide bombers. Spanky, I hope that offended you.
Spanky, you awake? Are you what are you looking at? You're just sitting there going, huh? Well, what are you doing? You there?
Who?
Me?
Spanky's just like, I was going to ask her a question if that was sexist to be talking about faith and manhood and all this other stuff.
Oh, it's okay. I can speak on behalf of the women. I was trained sharp. I was a sharp NCO for my battalion. I'm pretty much qualified to be the most
triggered,
the most sexist.
Okay.
Hold on, let me mansplain this for you.
Yeah, hang on. Let me appliance it and oven it for you.
Yeah,
let me break it down to washer and dryer level.
Let me break it down to you on microwave buttons.
Fuck's sake.
Weapon grade autism, man. That's some serious weapons grade autism.
That was.
No, but do you think those comments were? Do you think
we love our bitches? Dude.
Exactly.
Don't
bitches
fucking
love you.
Oh, thank you.
I know they do.
But do you honestly think that was sexist saying that comment, talking about faith? Now they're talking about having faith as in hope type thing. You know what I mean?
No, but again,
or faith in your leadership. That's right, Daniel. Good job. That's a good point.
Yeah,
dude, we're gonna become so offended with words that we're just gonna reduce ourselves to grunts and fucking gestures of fucking masturbation.
Exactly, and we're gonna hit bitches across the head with fucking clubs.
But I'm not your typical woman. You know, you're not gonna offend me. There's really nothing you're gonna say ever that's gonna
challenge accepted.
Hi, let me introduce myself.
Bro, you beat me to it.
Yeah, let me introduce myself to you, non-offended, or I'm not like other women.
I'm really not. Like, seriously, words are not going to fucking hurt me.
Exactly.
They're just not.
So it's one of those things.
That's-
Exactly. So if it's one of those things about you can't have faith, and here's what this fucking now president said, the National Organization for Women. What message does this send to young women that currently serve, want to serve, or in the military? What do you say to the women in your command who make some sacrifices to protect their country, as do men, General?
You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
I would say, go ahead.
Women are just as patriotic. Yeah.
I'm going to say exactly what I just said. Like, how the fuck are words going to hurt you? Like, you know, fucking block all that shit out. Do what the fuck you have to do.
Yeah.
And do your goddamn job. Fucking suck it up. Do your job. And because you know what? It is not going to change. It might change a little because in the 20 years that I was in,
Meg.
it has changed a little. And some of it is for the better because, you know, let's say, let's, you know, in the argument of women, there's some pretty fucked up shit that has gone on. But again, words is not the problem.
Women have.
What was the?
Women have been the.
What was the offense? The subject of this offensive. Like, I want to know what we're talking about.
It
now.
is
I'm
basically
curious.
one of them was a picture of a flight of F-16s flying over the Statue of Liberty, and the other one are the memorial lights at the World Trade Center. And that's where it said men cannot live without faith except for brief moments of anarchy or despair. Faith leads to conviction, and conviction leads to actions. The only man of deep convictions, a man of faith, who will make the sacrifices needed to save his manhood. It is obvious that our enemy will attack us at our weakest point and weakest spot, and the whole of our armor is our lack of faith. We need to revive fighting faith.
Okay, may I real quick?
Oh yes, please go ahead.
Monocle out.
Yes. Indubitably.
Like, literally, that's why I didn't want to really start talking shit until I heard the exact words that were used. But in every instance, no, but I mean, even yes. First of all, I agree with you with everything that's been said about words and not giving them power. I think that everybody's familiar with my rants on the nature of words and us not becoming slaves to them. But the thing is this, man. Let's play this fucking game by the rules that this fucking retard wants to fucking play them with. And in every instance that the word man was used, it could have just as easily referred to mankind, which is a common use of the word man.
Correct.
In the English language.
Correct.
And to choose, and the fact that they chose to define it otherwise is that is an act of detriment or in detriment to the feminist movement, as it were, because feminist movement, I'm not anti-women's rights, dude. Like,
no, well, Spanky, do you like it how people extrapolate the words for you? I mean,
why are you using such big words? You know, I can't understand.
I'm sorry. Do you like how people speak for you?
What she means to say is you need to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't help
exactly. Get the fuck over the words and just take them for what they are.
If a bitch wants to be in the kitchen, that's cool. Like, whatever. You know, that in itself is part of fucking having equal rights.
No, you're absolutely right with that. And again, I think we talked about this like not very long ago. Everybody can do what the fuck they want to, and it's up to, hey, that's your choice, that's my choice. Do I want to be in the kitchen? Maybe. I'd rather be outside on the grill. Hey, but that's my choice.
Wow, that's all.
That's the thing is that, like, we are people, okay? Like, the fact that this group that is allegedly
the National Organization for Women.
Yeah, I mean, like,
the National Organization of
Sandwich Makers. They claim to be like the champion for equal rights for women. But
you have to be a lesbian. You have to be ugly, and you can't be fucking thin.
And
Yeah,
you can't
I
have
mean-
like spent 20 years in a job that I got paid the exact same amount of money that every other male that had the same time and grade and time and service got paid. So I don't see their argument.
Yeah, exactly.
And ultimately, it's like to me, I think I shared the same views about racism as well. That when you keep bitching about fucking these problems that are like not even, yeah, they may exist like here and there, you know,
But they're not there. I mean,
But,
they're literally not
yeah,
there.
you're creating them. You
Correct.
are fucking basically breathing life back into them. It's fucking stupid, man. Like, these bitches need to chill the fuck out. These women
We need
rights
to-
bitches.
Counter with the National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood. No, ma'am.
I just think that, sexism is bad, except for when applied to these feminist bitches, and they do need to fucking get put into some kitchen camp.
All right, so maybe not the kitchen camp, but because this is Sardin's time, there was one idea thrown out, and this has been several years ago, that I am all down for, was letting pregnant women take a leave of absence. We don't get paid if we're pregnant, like, hey, let me take a pause on my term and service. And in my opinion, I think that's a win-win for fucking everybody. Like, hey, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting the benefits. I'm not on anybody's motherfucking roster on MedPros because, the terrorists win if I'm not on fucking MedPros.
That's right.
I don't disagree.
I think that would be good because, I mean, and then they would still have to meet, standards.
When
for,
I come back.
Re-entry. Yeah, for re-entry. Yeah, I agree with you, dude.
Yeah. And like me personally, and like I said, I'm not sure that's a choice for everyone, but me personally, that would have been the perfect choice for me. And
I think it should be offered as a choice.
I think so too. Instead of a chapter 8 or in this or that or whatever, like, hey, these are your options. And I think a leave of absence should be on, like, and that is like that got thrown around, like, I don't know, it was probably 10 fucking years ago. And I'm like, oh my God, why was that not an option when I was pregnant? Because that would have been the choice I picked.
I think it should be like something that's available, whether you decide that you want it or not. Like,
yeah.
Until after, like you can wait to decide afterwards. It should be something that's like given to you until, because who knows, like, I'm not even, it may come off, I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up. It may come off as I'm being like retarded about this, but
no.
When my wife was pregnant, she definitely had other priorities in mind, or her priorities were different than, let's say, if she wasn't pregnant or after she was pregnant, even, so I think that in that light, they should be given, they shouldn't be told like, oh, you make your decision before. It should just be like the GI Bill, kind of, where it's offered to you. Even, maybe a bad example, but because, dumb fucking Joes can like waiver their GI Bill away.
Well, that's another thing too, because some of them were wanting to get out of using that as an excuse. But there's a dotted line that you sign that said, now, I did not know that there was all these fucking benefits until a year of my service, and I got this thing in the mail saying, congratulations, because you contributed $100 a month, you now have the Montgomery GI Bill. I'm thinking, I did? I didn't fucking know this benefit was there. Motherfuckers didn't tell me that I was given $100. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I came in, our drill sergeants, they told us, like, oh, you guys don't, this is voluntary, and you're gonna fucking goddamn, every single one of you motherfuckers is gonna goddamn fucking take it. voluntarily.
My point being is, though, I don't think that individuals speaking for Spanky,
Yeah.
don't they shouldn't speak for you. You're a chick. You don't need other chicks speaking for you, and they should allow you an opportunity to speak for yourself. That's what sets you guys back, because now you're gonna have alpha bitches. And we talked about it in another show how women right now, the reason why she's a strong businesswoman and all that. Yeah, but she's been married 5 times like fucking ice because she's a fucking bitch.
I'm an alpha bitch, and you don't see me out there fucking protesting and shit because why?
You're too busy fucking.
But you're a woman, though. You understand that you're a woman.
You need a protest.
Yeah.
I guess I need someone to make me a hat because I don't know how to fucking craft these things.
Oh yeah, you
and
definitely,
I don't see them in stores.
Exactly.
Now look,
Fuck.
You're a woman, and you're too weak to express your own opinion, so you need a strong woman to express your opinion.
Exactly.
Shut up,
Is
Meg.
that the problem? Am I supposed to be gay now? Fuck. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do anymore in these ages.
Can't knock it till you try it.
Yep, exactly.
Oh.
Dude,
exactly.
It kind of like makes me think of that fucking when we were helping the Gary and G2 page write those Game of Thrones memes. And one of those good ones was that pirate bitch from Game of Thrones. The Greyjoy fucking pirate bitch.
Her real name is Asha, but they call her Yara on the show. Sorry, you got me excited when you said Game of Thrones.
Well, it's a known trigger there. I should have, been more sensitive. But yeah, dude, that one came out pretty good. It was like something about where they don't fucking wait for men's permission. They fucking, they're fucking the bitches that are hitters. That's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna fucking ask for permission.
No, but they know they're fucking women, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they do. But again, I know, Ice, that you don't watch Game of Thrones, and
I have no
very
idea what
sorry.
I have no
He
idea
just,
what you're talking about.
Threw me off. It is such a feminist show.
It's a feminist show, but bitches are getting killed left and right.
Oh yeah, they are.
So why is that?
Yeah,
not...
but bitches are killing motherfuckers too.
The strong ones
That's what I'm
are
saying.
fucking rising up.
Exactly. So no one. I don't see the fucking national organization for, for fucking meat sockets fucking getting pissed off at that.
They used to.
Yeah, because they're too busy. They're too busy jerking off to that fucking dude that bangs the dragon bitch.
Oh, he's hot, Dario.
See, I told you. Yeah.
Again, I'm lost and I have nothing to add because I don't watch the show.
Neither do I. That's what I'm saying. You see?
Bitches love mercenaries.
You see? Fucking old ass NCOs do not watch that fucking show. There you go.
Whatever.
No.
You guys fucking closet fucking Game of Thrones freaks.
They probably watch and don't want to tell us. That's
But
just it.
I know.
I spent all day sharpening my chainsaw, getting it ready to chop some wood tomorrow. Come on.
Doing some
That
money.
sounds pretty gay. Chopping wood.
Doing
That's
some
fucking
shit.
one glory hole visual I could have done without. I'm just fucking with you, dude.
All right.
But, like jokingly said, it amuses me when they did like talk shit about the show. I'm like, have y'all even like watched it? I'm like, you have these 3 girls, 3 or 4 that like started like literally powerless females, and now look at them. Like, where are they at in the show now? They are the ones
Pretty
running
much,
shit.
yeah. Dude, pretty much any of the bitches that survived the like initial purge,
Yes.
where the dude just fucking like probably realized the author of the books probably like was dealing with repressed mother didn't breastfeed me issues.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking murdered like the whole fucking cast of the story. And but like the ones that didn't die, like they're all fucking pretty much play significant roles.
Yeah, and they're in charge of fucking motherfucking everything now. And I'm like,
Yep.
and all these people are talking about, oh, there's rape and there's this and there's that. I'm like, it's a whole fantasy world. There's fucking dragons there. I don't see any of them in my backyard.
Well, yeah, but also like just because it's rape, like I mean, there was that one story about the dude who went to rob some bitch in Russia, and she fucking drugged his ass and fucking kept him as a sex slave.
Right.
It never happens to ice.
And then but they so the funny thing about that story is like in court, her defense was that she bought him some jeans and fed him. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't read that one. Now I'm writing that down. I'm taking notes.
That was an old one. That was like Russian fucking bears on unicycles fucking type story.
The fuck are you? What the fuck is that? A bear unicycle? Okay.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking. I think it's like Simpsons or something, or Family Guy maybe, where it's like, are they all bears on unicycles? It's like, yeah, they are. Then they go to Russia and sure as fuck, everybody is a bear on a unicycle.
Yep.
Oh.
I won't say it's not true.
Oh man. Hey, so real quick, we gotta do some station business, and then we're gonna cut out, and then so tomorrow, yes, tomorrow's the return of Redleg.
Oh my God, we're so excited.
He is
We
back. The boss is back.
The boss is back. Look out. Everybody be on their P's and Q's.
Exactly. Guess who's back?
Everybody's shitting him.
Back again. Shit in a bag poke. Redleg is back.
Shit in a bag and send it to him.
Yeah.
Well.
Here you go. Hope you feel better.
I won't say that's not been done before.
Yeah, but the part about it though is that tomorrow is he's gonna be joined by a couple of guests, James Litchfield and Sean Bartlett. James Litchfield is the lead singer, and Sean Bartlett is the bassist of the band North Till Dawn. Tomorrow for Friday Night Fuckery. That's gonna be awesome. Once again, I'm gonna go back behind the scenes when the boss is back now. So my assumption of command orders are actually at the end as soon as the show's over, and then the boss takes over. But yeah, it's been a great run, hanging out. Even I've been doing more shows with you guys with this shit, and this is some good shit. Great experience. Appreciate y'all coming on. But there's also going to be something happening in a couple of weeks that I think you guys might like. I think. So.
And we're just going to leave it at that.
I think you guys.
Gangbang.
Oh no! It's going to be awesome. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. So next week, Monday edition with Redleg, we're gonna have the Staff Star Will Reiner of the All American Legacy. He's the guy that represents the 82nd Airborne. Talks about podcasts and historical events. Thursday Magic is going to be with Minx, Feisty Minx, and Jay Reddy. They're going to have their guest is somebody that I know, Master Sergeant Mike Eldridge, Rangerback guy, awarded the Combat Medical Badge twice. Mustard Stain Jump.
Pretty gangster.
He is pretty gangster. Was a Ranger qualified, Ranger sophomore medic graduate, and pretty badass. So I'm excited about that. He's going to be on there. Actually, is Minx's former supervisor. So that'll be kind of cool. Cause and I know him, but I can't reveal my PERSEC, so it sucks. A lot of the guests that we have on here, I know, and I'm like, God damn it, I can't fucking say who I am. Hey, did you know first time? And next thing you know, I'd be fucking busted. I'd be violating that ALARAC. Went WTF Wednesday with Jim Beam. He's gonna have Pat Benson he's gonna be the CEO for War Horses for Vets. That's gonna be a good show. He's gonna be able to talk about his horse programs and dealing with PTSD. And then back to me, Sergeant's time. I don't think we're having a guest. We're just going to have the main page crew on as always. Again, I want to apologize this morning. God, it's been like a long day. Beginning of the show due to the fact that we have had some technical issues and stuff. with Skype. Again, they're being bitches. So we all appreciate y'all coming on. And you guys got anything you want to say?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well,
no, my plans for this weekend, I'm going to go out and cut down some trees and build a range.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Build a range.
Shoot some guns.
Shoot some guns. All right. Well, that being the case.
Warning shots, bitches.
Yeah.
Warning shots.
Warning shots, bitches. All right, y'all have a good one. Take it easy.
All right, good night.
Night, y'all. Night.
When I get busy, throw your hands in the sky, nigga. I got the illness of the ill mentality. Niggas be grabbing me, knowing that they'd rather be stabbing me. All up in my back, trying to take my trap. When I used to sell crack, I ain't had problems like that. Street rules, watch your pockets and your jewels. A nigga front on deck to the fool. Next when the move is getting blasted, stink sewer flows from the ill ghetto bastard. As I release masterpieces like adhesive, stuck to your ass like tissue when you're wiping fast. MCs have a hard time believing I'm more